Coins are more than just currency. They are miniature time machines capturing history, culture, and sometimes mystery. Today, we journey to Central Europe, to the heart of Poland, where an ordinary-looking coin has quietly become the talk of numismatic circles. This is the story of the 5-groszy coin, minted in the year 2007. At first glance, it's easy to overlook this coin. It's small. It's bronze. It doesn't shine like silver or sparkle like gold. But behind its humble appearance lies a story that's anything but ordinary. Let's take a closer look. The front, or obverse, of the 5-groszy coin features the iconic Polish eagle, wearing a regal crown. This isn't just a national symbol. It's a proud emblem of strength, resilience, and the centuries-old identity of the Polish people. The eagle's wings are outstretched, powerful, and majestic, a reminder of a nation that has endured war, division, and rebirth. Encircling the eagle are the words. Now flip the coin over, and you'll see the denomination boldly displayed. 5-groszy, 5/100ths of a Polish zloty. The lettering is modern and crisp, resting over a beautiful design of stylized oak leaves. Why oak? Because oak trees represent strength, stability, and endurance. The very values Poland has held through centuries of change. This coin is part of the standard circulation series, designed to be used in everyday life. So why, you may ask, is this particular coin now making headlines? Let's unravel the mystery. Back in 2007, thousands, maybe millions of 5-groszy coins were minted. But here's where it gets interesting. Among all the coins struck that year, a small number stand out due to their rarity, minting quality, or unusual features. Some may have minting errors, such as off-center strikes, misalignments, or variations in design. Others may be in uncirculated or proof-like condition, despite being intended for everyday use. And in the world of coin collectors or numismatists, these rare traits can dramatically boost a coin's value. It's no longer just a coin. It becomes a piece of art, a piece of history, and a highly sought-after collectible. Recently, collectors around the world have turned their eyes to the 2007 5-groszy coin. Online auction houses and numismatic marketplaces have seen listing prices skyrocket. And in some cases, the coin has been offered at prices that would shock even seasoned collectors. And yes, you heard that right. One such coin, a 5-groszy from 2007, has been listed for a jaw-dropping $2,800. Moneybag. That's not a typo. $2,800 for a coin with a face value of just 5-groszy. That's the equivalent of just a few cents in Poland. So what drives such a high value? It's a combination of scarcity, demand, and condition. In numismatics, rarity isn't just about how many coins were minted. It's about how many survive in top condition, or with distinctive features, or from a particular mint batch. And the 2007 5-groszy checks the boxes. Hard to find in top-grade condition. Rumors of minting anomalies. And most importantly, rising collector interest. Coins like these are now becoming part of private collections across Europe and beyond. Not because of the metal they're made from, but because of the story they tell. A story of a modern nation of hidden treasures. And of the magic of coin collecting itself. So next time you're going through your change, whether you're in Warsaw, Krakow, or just sorting through an old jar of foreign coins, keep an eye out for the 5-groszy 2007. It might look like pocket change, but in the right hands, it could be worth a fortune. In fact, have you ever looked at a simple coin and thought, could this be worth a fortune? Well, what if I told you that a 2011 Canadian 1-cent coin, yes, a regular penny, could be worth as much as $19,500? Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because this little coin might just change the way you see your spare change forever. Let's go back for a moment. In 2011, Canada was nearing the end of an era, the era of the penny. Just 1 year later, in 2012, the Royal Canadian Mint stopped producing 1-cent coins altogether. Rising costs and low purchasing power made the penny more expensive to produce than its actual value. So what makes the 2011 version so special? First, let's talk mintage. The number of pennies made in 2011 was significantly lower than in previous years. While earlier years saw hundreds of millions of pennies minted, in 2011, that number dropped. Fewer coins mean fewer survivors in circulation today, especially ones in good condition. But here's where it gets really interesting. Not all 2011 pennies are the same. Some were circulated. Others were minted specifically for collector sets, known as proof or specimen sets. These are struck with extra care, sharp details, and flawless finishes. If you've got one of these, especially in perfect condition, its value skyrockets. Then, there are the error coins. Yes, you heard that right. Some 2011 Canadian 1-cent coins have unique minting errors. Maybe a double strike, off-center design, missing elements, or unusual metal tones. These small imperfections make them incredibly rare, and rarity drives value. Let me give you a real example. A rare, uncirculated 2011 Canadian 1-cent coin from a collector's set, graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC, once sold at auction for $19,500. And that's just one sale. Others are listed online today for thousands. Now, don't rush off to sell just any penny from 2011. Most are still only worth a cent. But the valuable ones? They're out there. And they're being found by people just like you. So how do you know if your coin is rare? Here's what to look for. If it looks shiny, has no scratches or wear, and still has that original copper luster, you might have an uncirculated or proof coin. Those are worth checking. Flip the coin under a bright light. Is there a double image? Is the text off-center? Is part of the design missing? These errors are rare and highly collectible. Did the coin come from a sealed collector's folder or box? That could mean it's a specimen or proof version, not meant for everyday use. These are much more valuable. If you think you have something special, send it to a grading service. They can authenticate and grade the coin, which can significantly boost its value when selling. Also, don't forget the power of demand. Coin collectors around the world are always looking for missing pieces in their collections. A rare coin from a transitional year, like 2011, is a must-have for many of them. And that's where the magic happens. A penny that cost 1 cent to make, and was once tossed aside, lost in couch cushions or left in jars, is now being sold for nearly $20,000. All because of rarity, condition, and a bit of luck. Let that sink in for a moment. Imagine going through an old drawer or a piggy bank and pulling out a penny, then discovering it's worth enough to pay for a car, a year of college, or even a luxury vacation. That's the thrill of coin collecting. That's the hidden treasure. So what should you do now? Right arrow, start checking your old coins. Look for that 2011 Canadian 1-cent coin. Right arrow, examine the details. Use a magnifying glass or even your phone's zoom. Right arrow, compare it to online listings or take it to a local coin shop. Right arrow, and most importantly, don't assume your change is worthless. Because in the world of coins, tiny things can hold massive value. Remember, in 2011, Canada was preparing to say goodbye to the penny forever. That gives this coin a special place in history and in the collector's market. And yes, once again, let's not forget. So go check your coins. Who knows, you might just be holding a small fortune in the palm of your hand. Direct hit, don't forget to like, follow, and share this with someone who loves a good treasure hunt. You might just make their day. Happy hunting, and may your next coin be the one worth thousands.